Hello and welcome to Guider's Gun Guide. I am Ben Guider, your host, and for this video I am going to be doing a review on a new optic coming out of China from a new company called Swamp Deer. Swamp Deer contacted me and sent me a red dot, and they sent me a rifle scope, a 1.5 to 6 by 20 or by 24, something like that. And so first thing I'm going to be reviewing here for them is their Red Dot 3 MOA. It's called the Swamp Deer Century Red Dot 3 MOA. I've already had this open, apart, looked at it. I've been messing with it. I've already given some feedback to Swamp Deer here on this optic. So let's get into it, and I'm going to talk you through what I've learned about it, my thoughts so far. We're going to go through mounting it. I'm going to put it on this 1322 using UTG's DTP kit, Dovetail to Picatinny Rail Adapter. I've used this on my gauntlet. It works exceedingly well. Unlike some Dovetail to Picatinny adapters that are out there, this actually adds no height or almost no height to your rings. The way it mounts it's actually pretty brilliant. So I'm really impressed with this. So if you, you got multiple different, I don't know what scenario you might have, but if you need to put a dovetail ring on a Picatinny rail, right here, UTG DTP, pretty cool kit. But we're not here to talk about that. That's just how this is getting onto here. So I'm going to set the 1322 off to the side here so we can focus on this. All right, here we go. So when I got this, I was sitting at my desk, which looks out the front of my home, and I watched I forget which carrier it was, in that I can't remember. I'm not going to name names, FedEx, but I watched the carrier. I was lying. I do remember who it was. I watched the guy from about 4 or 5 feet from my porch toss this onto my porch. Just tossed it. The bag it was in, gratefully, it was one of those minimally bubbly wrap type bags on the inside. But my scope and the scope and this were in it, and the guy tossed it up on the porch. Not thrilled by that handling. That's just disrespectful and rude, and you don't give a crap about other people's stuff. So that's not the first time I've had an issue with them in this area. Yeah. Anyway, so I pick it up. I pick up the bag, okay, and I hear, and having watched it hit, I was like, great, he just shattered lenses and it's all hosed. Nope. What I heard was, in fact, not the fault of the carrier, or wasn't the carrier at all. The bags that had all of the parts in it was open. And so what happened was all these nifty little screws and Allen wrenches and knickknacks and whatnot had fallen out in transit inside this box, and that was the noise I heard. I'm getting to a point here. The packaging. This packaging, good, nice, good hard plastic box. The box isn't super expensive, but it does the job. Good foam padding in here. The optic, from what I can tell, it was in good shape, is in good shape. Nothing broken, good to go. Same thing for the other. So first thing to say about Swamp Deer, their packaging held up to less than respectful handling by the carriers. Great job. So there you have it. Inside was a Glock base mount here. Now, I don't know why Swamp Fox or Swamp Deer. I'm going to keep saying that. Guys, I'm sorry. Swamp Fox is another optics company that's out there. Please, I'm trying not to confuse them. Please, you don't try to confuse them. This is Swamp Deer, okay? Anyway, so here is a Glock mount base plate. I don't know why they specifically included a Glock base plate, but cool. The size of this thing would actually fit nicely on a pistol. So if you're doing a race gun or some sort of competition, 3-gun, you know, whatever, or hell, even if you just got a duty pistol. This thing, I'm looking for something to give a scale. Oh, here we go. I've got a business card. Alchemy Airworks. Yay. It was the one I was holding. I'm not schlepping for them or anything. But there you go. It fits easily, nicely on a business card, just to give you an idea. Width. Okay. So, very small, very compact. So you got a Glock base. I don't even own a Glock, but there you have it. We got 3 different size Allen wrenches and a bunch of different screws. Presumably, yep, for some of these for mounting the Glock base. And we have this. I don't know what this is. I haven't asked yet, but I've got this, whatever this little metal thing is. So there you have that. Now, one of the first pieces of feedback I gave Swamp Deer was they're included. Everything you see here is everything that came with it, okay? This was the only piece of documentation that came in this box. There wasn't a warranty card. There wasn't warranty information. There wasn't anything like that. So let's look at what they gave me. Swamp Deer Optics, I'm just going to read this to you. Swamp Deer features long eye relief for forgiving eye box, fully multi-coated with anti-reflective coatings for brighter views, shock-proof construction, withstands recoil and impact. You know, from what I watched happen with its handling, I'm going to say that one's probably true. Inside, we have the included parts kit, it would appear. So it looks like I've got the Glock base over here. Here's the actual base plate with the screws. This comes apart, and I'll show you that here in a second. And then we've got product information. So product size, weight, optical system. So light transmittance, 95%. Weight is 75 grams. Don't know what that is in translation. I'll put it on the video. HD colorful lenses. The coating film, it's kind of a red film. 700 hours of use is what they're saying. So I guess 700 continuous hours of runtime. The size of the red dot is 3 minutes of angle. Calibration is 45 yards. Parallax, 20 meters, half an MOA. Calibration institutions, MN steel quenching. 1 click is 1 MOA. Amount of movement is plus or minus 75 MOA. So you got 75 MOA of adjustment. Support bolt hardness is 12.9. Material of screw pedestal bolt 12.9. Individually packing plastic case. A case of volume 15, 50 pieces. A case of weight, 9.7 kilograms, carton size. Okay, so it looks like this is an information card maybe for a distributor. So they are, here's the thing, Swamp Deer does not have a US-based distributor right now. They are looking for one. So I think some of this information is kind of targeted at them. So here's the point. There is nothing in here, no instruction manual, nothing of that nature. I've already given that feedback to Swamp Deer. They took it. and they're doing some work with it. Let's see. So the Optic here has a nice, it's a rubberized covering that peels off. Kind of neat. You see the red lens here. It looks kind of red when you look through it. Okay. We've got on the right side, we have a minus button, a rubber covered minus button. This is your off button. And we have a plus button. So what that is, let me see if I can find the dot. Ah, there it is, there it is, there it is. Okay, if I can keep this in frame and focus. So it has multiple brightness settings. If you notice, that did get brighter. It has, I don't know how many settings. There's no instructions to tell me how many button clicks get me. But there it goes off. There it goes on. Off, on, off, on. So there's the smallest. And there's the brightest. So there you go. Easily seen. Good enough. The base, this is a Picatinny rail, Picatinny mounting system. Okay. Oh, here we go. So your elevation clicks here on the back, it says 1 click equals 1 MOA. There's an arrow. There are clicks to it. Let me grab a screwdriver and I will tell you about the clicking action. I haven't tested this yet. The clicks are distinct. They are firm. They are, yep. And you gotta put a little effort on it. Not a ton, but you know, it's not, it doesn't feel like these are just gonna bounce around. But the clicks are distinct. So that's good. And of course we got windage on the side here. Same thing, very nice clicks. I like that. I like that. Okay, the material, it is metal. We got our trusty Santa Claus magnet. Okay, non-ferrous. Wait, nope, non-ferrous. Non-ferrous. Yep, the screws are steel. Okay, so we're talking about some kind of probably a hardened aluminum. The coating on here is I think this is a Parkerized finish maybe, but it's a nice coating. Everything about this feels nice. This feels like everything I look at it, the fit, the finish, it feels like quality craftsmanship. Okay. On the front it says Tomahawk. On the box it says Century. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're sourcing this from another company or what, and maybe Tomahawk is that name. We could probably dig into that, do a little online sleuthing there, guys, see what you find out. Oh, one other thing that's missing in this that kind of weird. I don't know if other red dots. I can't remember the last time I put my hands on another brand of red dot. It's been a number of years since I was in Afghanistan, actually. But there's no lens cloth in here. Normally there's a lens cloth, so there's another item that's missing. I'll show you something else here. So I've had it apart. I've had it open, in fact. So here on top are just 2 Allen wrench screws. Good quality. Like there's no burrs, very smooth, locks in. Anyway, so here's the bottom base plate. Okay, and here we go. watch battery, okay? A CR2032 is the size that's in here. This didn't come with it. I asked Swamp Deer about that. They said that because of shipping of some kind, I don't know if because it's a battery, it increases their shipping costs, or if there's a customs challenge that comes with it. I don't know that. But they said that there was a shipping thing, that it was cheaper and better for them just to ship it without those. I said, that's cool, but, keep in mind, most optics or most things will come with a free battery in it. At the very least, there should be something in here that tells me, or something in my documentation that tells me what size to buy. There was nothing like that. I had to actually contact them to find out that it was a CR2032. So they've taken that advice. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but they have the information. The other item, if I can, hopefully this is, sometimes it looks like stuff doesn't come out in the video, and then when I get to post-production, it's there. But there's a groove running around this edge, all the way around, okay? That groove, if you notice, there's a groove. There's nothing in it. So that actually was a quality control issue. I said, hey, it looks like there should be something here. The guy said, yep, you're right. We'll talk to our quality control guy to make sure that gets taken care of in future production. They're actually shipping me a couple of them so I can put one in here so that I can actually test this fully. But this does have like a rubber or a plastic of some kind seal that goes around here to give some amount of weatherproofing to the electronics here. Now, I asked Swamp Deer about that. They said it is not waterproof. So we're not talking, they're not going to, you drop this down in a river, or you drop it in a puddle or whatever. That may not, that might not get covered under warranty. I don't know. That's up to them, of course. But, it's going to be, it should be enough to keep out, say, rain, or brief submersions. You probably don't go to 100 meters with this for 4 hours. It's probably going to leak, and then that's it. But yeah, so that is, I think that's it there. All right, so I'm going to put this back together, and we're going to get this mounted, and I'm going to actually do some testing with it. All right, and there you go. I'm telling you, that is, already I like it. That is a heck of an upgrade. Oh, sorry about that. This is what was on there. Was this big gammo, all right? See how big that is, just hanging off of there? And now I'm down to this. That looks pretty cool. I'm telling you, that looks really cool. All right, so shut up and shoot, Ben. Let's get this thing outside, and let's see how she does. All right, so I'm back outside. Please pay no attention to the child behind me enjoying his air rifle. Good family sport, right, guys? So I just finished getting this thing onto paper at 5 yards. I've moved out to 10 to do basically I'm comparing it against the Gammo. Shouldn't be a comparison, but that's what I got to use, so that's what I'm going to compare against. As I was pumping, ended up getting my hand bit by the pump arm here, and I'm telling you, this gun is a lot easier to pump with the, at least for me, with the stock on than it is with the pistol. So I threw the stock back on, mostly because it's easier to pump, for me at least. So I'm going to get this all set up so we can look at the target, and then we're going to do, I don't know, 5-10 shots, whatever, see what the group looks like. All right. All right, so some final thoughts. Um, looks good to me. The red dot on here is actually pretty clear. I think it looks better than that green dot on the Gammo, which I would hope. Um, it's easy to see through. It's easy to line up. It doesn't obstruct a large amount of the target. Yeah, I'm good with it. Um, Swamp Deer's got some. I hope they work on a couple of their final check QA/QC items, small things. The seal and a couple of small items, but I think it's a pretty good product offering. Here's the thing: I can't tell you what the value is of it. Because there is no U.S. distributor, there is no U.S. market price on this right now. I know what he's offering distributors to sell to distributors at, but distributors got to have their markup, right? Got to have your margin. So it's hard to say where this thing could come in at a price point. Um, for the build quality and everything else, if I had the O-ring and assuming this thing lasts and they stand behind their warranty and all this other stuff, I'd say this could easily push close to triple digits in my opinion. I don't know, 70, 80, 90, 100 bucks easily, if not more. It's really hard for me to say. Maybe some of the other experts out there will get their hands on this, get their hands on these, give them a test, give them a review, put them through their paces and see what they think it'll be worth to them. Unfortunately, I just don't know what the markup is on these, what these would be, guys. So at any rate, there you have it. That is the Swamp Deer 3 MOA red dot from Swamp Deer out of China. I'm not going to try to pronounce the city. But yeah, hey guys, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, please. I'm up to I think I'm at 240 now, I think officially. I think I was earlier, it's a little premature, but yeah, I think I'm at 240 solid today. Appreciate every last one of y'all. Tell your friends. Share the videos. All right, take care. We'll see y'all next time.